Do you know your business's current financial health standing at the moment? 20% of why businesses fail is due to inadequate cash flow, poor bookkeeping practices, and terrible debt management. So, in today's episode of Millennial Gems, we're going to take a deep dive into why proper financial reports are the backbone for every business and why bookkeeping is the reason for it. What's good, y'all? My name is Akila McIntosh. I am a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor, and I help business owners keep their financial transactions organized. So, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to take a deep dive into why financial reporting reports are necessary for your business. So, let's begin. So, I've already done a video on like what is bookkeeping, the importance of bookkeeping. So you guys can check out those last videos. But here we're going to talk about just quickly just the role of bookkeeping. So, bookkeeping, as how I define it, is just the art of record keeping a business's financial transactions. So anything that flows in and out of your business, out of your bank accounts, from your credit cards, any credit card payments, purchases, we're going to track all of that. Any invoices that are paid to you or that you pay to others, any other bills, any payroll that you need to run, all of that is tracked inside bookkeeping, within bookkeeping. That's what bookkeeping is. And so, as I mentioned, you're tracking income, invoices, expenses, running payroll, categorizing all your transactions, reconciling bank accounts, credit cards, and providing financial statements, your profit and loss, balance, and the balance sheet. So, why are financial reports important? One, informed decision making. Financial reports allow you as a business owner to determine whether you need to cut costs in certain places, whether you need to raise prices, and when you can expect to expand and scale your business. When you can see your numbers, you can dictate what needs to happen. You get a financial health snapshot. So again, like I was just saying, the profit and loss sheet, which shows you how your business is performing. That's going to tell you, all right, are you operating at a loss? Are you operating at a profit? And this is for just a certain period. It could be for, a month. It could be quarterly. It could be for semi-annually. It could be annually. However, whatever it is. But your P&L is going to tell you how your business is performing. And then you have your balance sheet, which, shows you the kind of like the overall financial health of the business. So, the golden rule is assets equals liabilities plus equity. And they're going to balance out. It's a balance. So, and then lastly, tax preparation. You want to make sure you have your books organized so that way you can, make filing taxes simple, easy, and that you can avoid penalties. Because you don't want Uncle Sam knocking on your door. You don't want the IRS come snooping around because, you didn't report, income somewhere, you understated, or you don't want to end up like overpaying for anything in taxes. So, some common mistakes that can happen without having proper bookkeeping. One, it can lead to messy records. It's going to cause errors, missed opportunities. So errors could be, things aren't categorized correctly. That's why it's very much necessary to, hire a bookkeeper, which I'll get into that a little later. But it can it becomes a mess when you don't categorize things in the right places. And then, you're missing out on possible, tax deductions. I know back in 2023, when I was beginning to sell on Amazon, I had my QuickBooks and I was trying to do, obviously focus on growing my Amazon business. And at the time, and then, trying to do my QuickBooks as well, trying to categorize. I really didn't know too much about QuickBooks at that time. So, I was just kind of just thinking that I was organizing and keeping my transactions, organized. But it wasn't until like I actually had, you know, s- uh, like an accountant, when I hired somebody on like Fiverr to kind of just reconcile my my books and provide me with financial reports for tax season for 2024 or 2023. That was, and it wasn't until she like told me that, yeah, like my books were kind of like a little bit of a mess because I didn't categorize certain things correctly. I didn't have any rules in place. I was excluding things, so it was just a mess. So you want to avoid having messy records. Overlooking tax deductions. You know, there's just things that we miss all the time. You want to be able to try to knock down as much as you can when it comes to tax season. You want to try to keep as much money in your pocket, as much money as you still have to pay Uncle Sam, possibly, but you want to try to keep as much away from him as you can. Even if it means you don't have to pay anything, you want to try to keep as much as away of him from you can. So you gotta make sure you don't overlook, your home office expenses, startup costs, everything it costs to start up your business, the LLC, the website, and all the other stuff, the business expenses, things like that. If you have like health insurance premium as entrepreneurs and business owners, we have certain premiums, like we can like look into as business owners. Travel expenses, things like that, business meals. These are all like tax deductions you don't want to overlook. And then cash flow issues. So again, I think I kind of mentioned this earlier. You don't want to over report any any like income, because then it's going to probably lead to you having a shortage in cash for payroll for maybe like your employees or so, or even just paying yourself, or even paying bills at all. But you also inversely, you don't want to uh underreport either, because it could lead to missed investment opportunities. Um, you don't want to short yourself there, and then you end up having to pay fines and penalties. And again, like I said, you don't want to have the IRS snooping around, during, you know, or give them a reason to look into, if you made more money, you didn't report that. Like, don't give the IRS a reason to come knocking on your door, looking to collect. I definitely don't want that, and I don't want that for you. So what are the benefits of hiring a bookkeeper? Well, one, it's time saving. As a business owner, entrepreneur, our focus is growth, getting that dollar bill, the sale. That's what we're focused on. We're focused on growing our business, scaling our business, expanding our business. It's tough to do that when, you're trying to balance doing the bookkeeping as well. You can't grow the business and manage to track all your transactions at the same time. It's just tough to do it. So it's just better, if you just outsource that to a bookkeeper, someone like myself or someone else, to handle that task for you. So that way, as the business owner, you can focus just on growing your business, on scaling and expanding your business. The expertise. Not every business owner is always going to be, you know, tax law savvy. So that's why, people, that's why we have accountants and stuff like that. Like, I'm not an accountant. I don't provide tax advice or financial advice, anything like that. I am just bookkeeping. I do know like just like basic surface level tax things, but not enough to where, I can advise you on what to do with your money, or, at all, like what to do during tax season, how to do like deductions and stuff like that. Like, that's what you talk to a CPA for. Me, I just do strictly bookkeeping. All I do is handle organizing your transactions. That is it. So having somebody who can, like understand, basic surface level tax laws and, compliance, just to making sure that, you know, the IRS doesn't come again snooping around looking for something. And then peace of mind and accuracy. Like, you get there's less stress knowing that, you're not focused, you don't have to worry about organizing your transactions, categorizing them, giving, generating your own financial reports and trying to grow your business at the same time. Like, it's just too much on the table. Like, business owners, they you have more than enough to deal with. And dealing with something like that, like, you that can easily be delegated to somebody else who has the expertise. Like, save yourself the time, find somebody who has that expertise. And, as a business owner, you want to have that peace of mind, knowing that I don't have to do that you don't have to do your bookkeeping. You have somebody who you trust, a bookkeeper that you trust, that will provide accurate statements, accurate categorizations, and, make sure that you're, staying compliant, keeping you up to date. So, do you need a bookkeeper? You probably do. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, you should definitely look into a bookkeeper. Myself, like I said, I am a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor, so I do work with QuickBooks. So if you would like to schedule an appointment, if you're looking for a new bookkeeper, or if you're looking to replace a bookkeeper, your current bookkeeper, you can schedule a consultation here. I will leave this link down in the description for you guys to check it out, schedule an appointment, and we can see if we're a match. You guys can also follow me on YouTube, Threads, Instagram, and Fanbase at official Aquila, right? That's OFFICALAKILLA on all those platforms. Follow and subscribe. YouTube, Threads, Instagram, and Fanbase. And also check out, Millennial Gems podcast if you haven't already. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. You can find it on Spotify, and all podcast platforms. So, y'all have a great night, great day, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.